Yeah, it's massive. It's a really big game. 2 games, but it's 2 that we're looking forward to. And as an individual, personally, you always want to play in the big games, and at this stage of the season, they don't get much bigger than this.
How are the legs in the dressing room in terms of the amount of games you've been playing recently?
Fine, yeah. No fatigue at all. Had plenty of time to recover from last week. We've got good facilities here and good staff, so there's no fatigue at the moment. We're raring to go.
Is there real momentum now about Rangers?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of belief and there's a lot of confidence of how we've came through the first 2 stages of this playoff. So we're raring to go tomorrow.
Can you sum up the season from your point of view? When you were in and out at the start of the season, not really playing, to now you're getting a regular game and the team are doing much better.
Yeah, obviously it's about the team, and we wanted to go up automatically, but we find ourselves in this position, and ever since the new manager came in, our sole focus has been going up through the playoffs, and we've wanted to strive to put ourselves in this position, and we've managed to do that. So we've achieved absolutely nothing so far, and we've got to finish the job off.
You've been at this club dealing with some fairly troubling times. What would promotion mean in terms of putting some of that to bed?
It would mean everything for me personally. Obviously, it has been a tough couple of years, but we have managed to get through the leagues, and we're in sort of the last step of the journey, getting back to where we belong, and it would be very sweet for me personally to do it this weekend.
Can you explain what has changed to give you such momentum over the past few weeks? What's the key thing that's changed?
I think there's a lot of belief in the camp now, and there's a lot of togetherness, and we've got a lot of big characters and who want to stand up and be counted in the big games, and I think you've seen that.
Is there also perhaps an argument to say that in a strange way you're not really scared of the home support anymore, in a weird way, because there was an edginess, wasn't there, at times through the start of the season perhaps?
Yeah, I think obviously when the team aren't playing well, then the fans are very right to be edgy and to be tense, and when the performances aren't being put out on the pitch. But I think recently we've given them a lot of belief, and they've been phenomenal. They've been a massive help. You've seen them at home to Queen of the South. You've seen them at home to Hibs. They drove us on, and they make you want to run through brick walls for them and give everything you've got, and I think we'll need them again tomorrow night.
Even at the start of the season, Dean, when things perhaps weren't going so well, still back then top flight teams came to Ibrox and didn't fare so well. Does that give you a lot of confidence ahead of this?
Yeah, it gives us inner belief. Obviously we haven't played Motherwell, so it's slightly different than when we played Queen of the South and Hibs, because we'd played them numerous times this season, but it's a different opposition, and it's one that we've looked at in depth this week, and we know their threats, we know what they can cause us problems, but we also know their weaknesses and how we can hurt them.
Have you noticed a change in approach from the manager? Does he give off the aura of a man who's got inside information in this team compared to a team that he hasn't managed in the past?
To be fair, obviously he was with them at the beginning of the season, so he has given us a lot of information, and we'll take that on board, and hopefully that can help us and use that to our benefit.
Are you the favourites?
I don't know. What do you think?
You have the bigger budget, you arguably have the better personnel. Does that make you favourites, all those factors together?
At the end of the day, budgets and money and all that doesn't come into it. When you cross the white line, it's about who gets the job done and who rises to the occasion in the 2 games.